Hello, today we're going to talk about the history of the juvenile justice system in Georgia. So the justice system in Georgia is tasked with enforcing and ensuring justice for the citizens of the state. So in Georgia we have something called the juvenile courts. Juvenile courts deal with children 17 and under with delinquent behavior, unruly behavior, truancy, being removed from homes, or illegal activity is what the juvenile courts deal with. All right, so the first juvenile facility in Georgia was made in 1905. It was called the Georgia State Reformatory. Before this time, before 1905, when they established this, all juveniles were just placed in the same prisons as adults were. So that would be not great if you have a 13-year-old in there that's going to be in jail for 2 or 3 years with someone that's been, like a man that's been in prison for most of his entire life, 30, 40 years. So they built these. So in 1930, they made 2 new facilities, one for females and one for African American males. So in 1933, the Juvenile Codes were set up. They detailed the juvenile proceedings. They clarified needs to protect, help, care for, guide, and control behavior of juveniles. In 1963, Youth Services Unit was established. They provide care and housing to juveniles in the custody of the state. All right, I'm just going to keep reading through my notes. This is just basically a breakdown of this whole lesson. So juvenile courts, they have jurisdiction over all kids 17 and younger. And there's 3 types of levels of the jurisdiction of the juvenile courts. The first one is exclusive original jurisdiction of juveniles. All right, they have all the say in it. These are for minor infractions. So delinquent, unruly, or deprived behavior type things. The jurisdiction of juveniles with mental illness, and it deals with traffic offenses, those who are on probation, those who seek consent to marry, or enlist in armed services. That falls all under the juvenile courts in original jurisdiction. All right, now there's the concurrent jurisdiction with the Supreme Court. This occurs when juvenile commits criminal act. These punishment, so this is the juvenile court working with the superior court together for this. All right, the punishments include death penalty, life in prison, with or without parole. All right, and the last type of level of the jurisdiction is the exclusive jurisdiction of the superior court. So this is for juveniles between 13 and 17 that have allegedly committed, there's 7 different things, but murder, voluntary manslaughter, rape, aggravated assault, armed robbery, stuff like that. All right, so those are the 3 different levels of the jurisdictions. So it can either be handled just by juvenile courts, juvenile and superior courts, or just the superior courts can take it over because of the type of the crime it was. All right, this has been History of the Juvenile Justice System. Hope it helped. Good luck.